she don't wanna strip no more, don't wanna hit that pole. Hit my old plug, I get it in and go. Shot it, owe me something, better pay your toll.
All right guys, welcome back. I thought I'd give you a little shop tour today and show you all the cars that we've got in the shop, because there's a lot going on and we've not really covered much since we've started YouTubing again. So we have, first up on the first lift, this is the car we just completed a couple of days ago for the stage 2. It's Alvin's car. It's back for a diff upgrade and an engine build. Not because the engine has failed. Alvin wants to upgrade the engine to safeguard it and take advantage of our long warranty that we provide with the engine builds. He wanted a bit of peace of mind for his McLaren. So we'll be building the engine. It's just getting a simple stage 1 build with head studs, and it's getting a wave track differential upgrade. More on that later. Then we have my car back on the lift. We are putting clutch back in, wave track diff back in. Our friends over at Zona sent us a turbocharger to test out. It's a Zona XR5757S. Should make around 13 to 1400 wheel horsepower, and it should be a bit more efficient than the other turbochargers we've been using before to reach 1300. So looking forward to testing that out. Over here we have a 720S with a gearbox fault. It came in with a 6-gear selection failure. We removed the SAV module, which is the solenoid actuator valve, and we found a piece of metal stuck or lodged between the solenoid or the shaft and the casing. We've removed the gearbox from the car now, and we will be dismantling it to see exactly what the issue is. So this is in for a gearbox issue. We have another 720S in for another gearbox issue. This is having clutch selection failure, so when you're putting it into gear, it's kind of banging into the gears and the clutch is slipping a little bit. So probably something wrong with the clutch actuator valve, but we'll remove the gearbox, remove the clutch actuator valve, and see what the problem could be with it. We have this beautiful Ferrari 812 Superfast in. It's getting some Novitec carbon fiber parts added on, and it's also getting sports cats with a Novitec exhaust. Once this is finished on our end, we'll also dyno it and tune it as well. So we'll put our stage 2 tune onto it, and it should sound fantastic in the dyno cell. We have this McLaren 650S back in with us as well. This is a car that we built for the client around 1.5 years ago. It's a car that's running a Motec ECU, or it was running a Motec ECU. We did a fully built engine, fully built gearbox onto it, sent it away. They tuned it on Motec, but they couldn't get the clutches to adapt. So now it's back for us to have a look at the clutches to see why they're not adapting. We will be putting it back onto stock ECU because we won't be able to diagnose things on the Motec. I don't think they work too well on the McLarens at the moment. So going back to stock ECU, diagnostics for the clutches, and hopefully find out what the issue is with the clutch.
She sent me a text, don't answer her call. She love when I flex and shop in the mall. Relieving her stress, I beat down her walls. She skied on her chest, she kissing my balls. We speedy in the bed, don't stop at the loss. VV's on my neck, I shine in the dark. It's easy to slip, don't want you to fall. Walking with a drip, that make a ball.
Okay guys, we have Alvin's engine build here. We've removed it from the car, stripped it down, started cleaning all the parts up. It's getting a pretty simple build, nothing too crazy. It's getting a set of our upgraded connecting rods. Those of you that have watched our previous YouTube videos will recognize these. These can take 1800 wheel horsepower. And believe it or not, we're using the stock pistons. The stock pistons can take a pounding. We do renew the piston rings on them. So stock pistons with new piston rings. These we haven't found the limit for regarding power and what they can take. We've pushed them well past 1200 wheel horsepower and we've not seen any failures. So just rods, new piston rings. We're also doing head studs on this. The head studs are the next limitation on this engine after the connecting rods. After you address the connecting rods, you'll find the next thing, the next weakest point on the engine is the head studs. So we'll be upgrading the head studs on this engine as well. I wanted to show you guys around the engine room a little bit, but unfortunately we're still waiting on toolboxes and we're still waiting on equipment to basically fill the room. So you can see, you know, things are very general workshop like at the moment with things on the floor and stuff. We have just started getting our ultrasonic parts cleaner ready as well. So we put the engine blocks in here, the cylinder heads, all of the engine parts. You hit this button and you'll hear vibrations. It's a really cool way to clean engine parts. Not a lot of companies do it. We unfortunately didn't have one of these in the UK, so I'm very proud to have one of these here. Another cool thing about this engine room is it's temperature controlled. We have this set to 23, 22 degrees at all times. So when we're building engines, metals obviously expand and contract at different rates. So when we're building an engine, we like to stabilize the temperature. So that's another good thing. Obviously in Dubai, in summer it gets really hot. So if you were to build or measure tolerances in an engine at 40 degrees or 45 degrees versus 20 degrees, there would be a difference. This room is also filtered. So you see those vents in the roof there? The vents have got a filtration system. We've got HEPA filters in there. So this room is constantly clean and it's temperature controlled, which was paramount for us to build world-class engines. So here's the update on the Ferrari. We've now fitted the Novitec front carbon fiber insert on the front bumper, and we are also now fitting some carbon fiber inserts on the rear tail lights. We've also now put the Novitec full exhaust on it with sports cats. This one is not decapped, but we will be putting it on our dyno and tuning it. It will be getting our stage 2 tune. It'll be interesting to see what it makes on the dyno. Not expecting too much power-wise, but will sound wicked.
She don't wanna strip no more, don't wanna hit that pole.
So this, guys, is the gearbox out of this McLaren 720S. If you remember previously, we pulled out a little bit of metal from inside the gearbox. We now have it out and we're going to disassemble it. Now, if you've looked around on YouTube or if you've done any research on these gearboxes, nobody has ever dismantled one of these online because you need special tools to disassemble them. Now, the special tools, you can't buy them from Graziano, the guys who make the gearboxes, and you can't buy them from McLaren because McLaren deem this as a non-serviceable part. So if anything goes wrong with your transmission, McLaren will want to replace it instead of repair it. That's obviously not very feasible for some people because a replacement transmission is well over £30,000. What we're going to do is we're going to take this one apart and see what's wrong with it. Now, to take it apart, you've got these special locking tools, and if you come round to this side of the transmission, these locking tools, you've got 3 input shafts on this side. These basically lock on here, and you get a really, really big breaker bar with a really big socket, and you crack them open. 2 of them are reverse thread, and 1 of them is a normal thread. So we're gonna pop this gearbox open, see where that part of metal came from, to see if it's something that can be repaired. Now, there's some parts inside the transmission can be bought from McLaren, but not all. So we're gonna see, hopefully it's something simple, something that we can repair, and we'll replace it, get the car back on the road. So these are the nuts, and these are the tools.
I'm about to throw some harness. And that whole life that you run from, baby girl, keep running. Keep running. It's pressure with me, sexually. Check my bank account. It's precious to me. I got my anchor out. I'm locked in your seat. You know you're my baby now. You're special to me. About your time, about your diamonds, you can keep the receipt. I got you down, I got you loose, I guess you owe it to me.
Right guys, here we have the McLaren 720S gearbox you've seen earlier with the chip pinion. We've got the full gearbox strip now, and the pinion is out. As you can see, it's fully disintegrated. You can't buy any of these gears from McLaren because they don't sell any separate gearboxes. You have to buy the complete unit, and neither do Dodson. So we're going to send this pinion to Dodson anyway, see if they can scan it and come up with something, but most likely not, otherwise they would have made it already. So this car will need to get a complete replacement gearbox, see if we can source one for it.
Okay guys, we have my engineer getting some much needed love. So along with the diff and the clutch upgrade, we're also putting DLC coated finger followers in. So the DLC coated finger followers are the same as the stock finger followers on McLaren. I have one here that I will show you. Okay, so this is a standard finger follower that's fitted on pretty much every McLaren other than the 765 LT and the Senna, and of course the Elva and the Speedtail. So the other models get the DLC coated finger followers. Everything about the finger follower is the same, but there's a DLC coating over this area here. DLC stands for diamond light coating, and that basically reduces friction inside the engine. So we're also going to be putting in McLaren Senna camshafts in this engine as well. Again, for those of you that watched my older videos, I ordered a set for my car, and we ended up putting them in the world record McLaren at the time. So we're putting a couple of upgrades. We also put ARP head studs in this. So it has head studs, it has the DLC finger followers, it has Senna cams, and it's getting the diff upgrade, the clutch upgrade, and we will also be putting our final drive upgrade in there as well. That's something new that we developed over the past 6 months or so. So the first test unit will be going into my car, and we'll be taking it drag racing to see what it can do. It's the same final drive that's fitted in the 765 and the 750S. This should allow us to accelerate in 7th gear and also give us a better quarter mile time because the gearbox is shorter overall. So looking forward to testing that out.
She sent me a text, don't answer her call. She love when I flex and shop in her mall. Relieving her stress, I beat down her walls. She skied on her chest, she kissing my balls. We speedy in a bit, don't stop at the laws. VV's on my neck.
Okay, we have a McLaren Senna oil pump going into my engine as well. We covered this in one of our earlier videos, but we didn't go into what's actually different about the McLaren Senna oil pump. So we had time to take the Senna oil pump apart and the stock 720S oil pump apart, and we found that the shafts inside were DLC coated on the Senna oil pump. So again, DLC coating, it reduces friction inside the engine. And another interesting fact, the Senna oil pump is factory fitted on every McLaren from 2021 and onwards. That's confirmed for the 720S, the 750S, and the McLaren GT.
Shoot your shit up, I got accurate aim. Fucked up a few mil, now I'm back like I came. That boy said my name, I went and got me some strange. You know I don't crash, I just stay in my lane.